In the ancient city of Verona, among the narrow streets and grand palaces, lived a young girl named Elizabeth. She was the daughter of a famous merchant, and her beauty and kindness attracted the attention of many. Elizabeth lived a simple life, helping her father with his trade affairs and enjoying quiet evenings in the family garden. One day, during one of the fairs, Elizabeth met a young man named Julian. He was an artist wandering the cities in search of inspiration. His eyes were full of fire and passion for art, and his hands were always stained with paint. Julian was captivated by Elizabeth at first sight and couldn't resist her bright and warm gaze. Elizabeth also felt her heart beat faster at the sight of Julian. His stories of faraway lands and the wonders he had seen captivated her imagination. They began to spend more and more time together, walking the streets of Verona and discussing dreams and plans for the future. However, their happiness did not last long. Elizabeth's father was furious when he learned of her feelings for the poor artist. He believed that his daughter deserved better and forbade her to see Julian. Elizabeth was forced to submit to her father's will, but her heart was torn with pain and longing. Julian, despite the ban, could not leave Elizabeth. He wrote her letters and passed them on to her through loyal friends. In each letter, he promised her that someday they would be together again. Elizabeth answered him secretly, expressing her love and hope for a better future. Several months passed, and Julian decided he could wait no longer. He left Verona and traveled to faraway lands to find a way to change his fate and bring Elizabeth back. He wandered the world creating beautiful paintings and earning himself a name and fame. His paintings, full of light and love, quickly became popular, and Julian soon became a famous artist. A few years later, Julian returned to Verona. Now he was no longer just a poor artist, but a famous master whose works adorned the palaces and homes of the rich and powerful. He went straight to Elizabeth's house to meet her again. Elizabeth's father, seeing the success Julian had achieved, changed his opinion of him. He realized that true love and devotion were more important than wealth and position in society. With her father's blessing, Elizabeth and Julian were able to be together again. Their love became even stronger after so many trials. They married and spent many happy years together, traveling the world and creating beautiful memories. Julian continued to paint, inspired by his love for Elizabeth, and she became his muse, helping him with his work and supporting him in all his endeavors. Time passed and their love only grew stronger. They went through many trials and joys together, always supporting each other. Julian became even more famous, his work became world famous, and Elizabeth was always by his side, reminding him that true wealth lies in love and loyalty. They lived a long and happy life, and their story became a legend in Verona. People talked about them as a symbol of eternal love that overcame all obstacles. Their names went down in history, and Julian's paintings, inspired by his great love, are still admired by people all over the world. Epilogue. When they were both old, Julian and Elizabeth still loved each other as much as the first day they met. They would often sit in their garden, holding each other's hands, and reminisce about all the beautiful moments they had experienced together. One day, under the star-studded evening sky, Julian said, "You know, Elizabeth, I have always believed that our love is a star that will shine forever." Elizabeth smiled and replied, "And I have always known that you are my light that leads me through the darkness." They left this world together that same evening under that same starry sky. But their love remained in the hearts of men, like an eternal star, lighting the way for all who believe in the power of true love.